Hi everybody, it's Kristin and welcome to another total rehaul. Before I explain what that is, in case you're not familiar, I just want to say thank you so much for sticking with me kind of through my sinus infection where I was sick and then that led right into my vacation. I know I'm behind on getting to questions on comments and that sort of thing, but I will get caught up, I promise. And as you can tell, I sound relatively normal now and I'm feeling so much better. So I'm glad that you guys enjoyed the tag video that I did with Laura on Tuesday, and you will see the video that we talked about here coming on Saturday. So yeah, all right, let's get to it. And also, very quickly, I've moved, if you watch my vlog channel, you know that I've moved my vanity around a little bit. So I have my camera in a different spot on a different tripod. And let me know what you think. I feel like it's a little bit far away, but we'll see how it goes. I can always change it back. All right, so total rehaul, for those of you that aren't familiar, is where I go back a while, take a look at the products that I have purchased, and come and share my thoughts with you on them with you, whether they are maybe products that didn't make my favorites or my fails. They're just kind of things in between. Maybe they're things that I returned and didn't discuss the return with you. So anyway, get my towel on my lap and let's get going. Also, very quickly, I will link below, or I will list below, the 12 winners of the Camp Cosmetics Lip Lava in Love Struck. I will, if you haven't been yet, you will by the end of today be notified via YouTube inbox that you are a winner. So make sure you message me back with your address and everything so I can get those out to you. But just wanted to give that a quick mention. I did not rewatch this particular video because it was 24 minutes long. Apparently I had a lot to say, and it was my Sephora friends and family haul and also just kind of some replenishments. So a couple of the things were replenishments. I had MAC Fix Plus, which you can see I did finish the other one, and I'm down to there on that. I always have Fix Plus. I kind of move around between what things I'm using to make powder blend into my face and that sort of thing. And actually you'll see a haul coming up pretty soon where I purchased a sample size of another product. But MAC Pinley Paint Pot, I was waiting to open this one until I used up my Jordana Continuous Almond, which I didn't, so I have been using that one, as you can see. I love it. It just works really well for me. I am of the 2 primer method for my eyeballs. I use whatever primer I'm currently using down first, and then MAC Pinley Paint Pot over the top of that. So, and then also, and you can see I've used a good chunk of this. I've put this to the side now to try to use up some other ones, but this is the MAC Pro Longwear. I love this concealer. Love it, love it, love it. Definitely my holy grail concealer. Okay, so there are a couple things on here that I don't currently have in my stash, and that's the Algenist Concentrated Restructuring Serum and the Algenist Regenerative Anti-Aging Moisturizer. At least I don't think I do. Those were my holy grails for a long time. I have switched over and am using, as you guys know, some Camp Cosmetics skincare, so I don't have those, but I do really like those. The price point of them is just so high. The Algenist price point, I've talked about that before. I used it forever because it worked. Well, I found something that works for me that's a little bit less expensive, so sign me up for that. And the Ole Henderson Truth Serum, I'm still using that. I'm kind of trying another product currently at this time. So I love the Ole Henderson Truth Serum. I have a review on that, and I still haven't decided if I'm going to stick with that, or if I'm going to work with this other product. But at any rate, I'll bring you more on that when I know. But love the Ole Henderson Truth Serum. So all right. Oh, one more skincare thing. The Boscia Balancing Facial Tonic. I really did like that. I think that particular one was a repurchase, but now I'm using the Tone from Camp and love that even more. It just works, but there's some different ingredient in that seems to work better with my skin than the Boscia did. But if you have dry skin, and it's a little bit, if you have dry skin that gets angry at times, you can certainly try the Boscia Facial Tonic. It's a good one. It is a good one. All right, so the next thing on my list was the BareMinerals The Magic Hat palette. I think that's what this was, the one that looked like this. And I actually bought this for a friend of mine for holiday, and I think this is great. I don't think it exists anymore, but these Ready eyeshadows, I'm telling you what, when they come out with these sort of palettes, give them a shot. It's a great way to get a lot of different shades. and they just really wear so well. The blushes in here are also very nice. They're not earth-shatteringly good or anything, but they're very nice. And I was able to use a couple of them. This one is more, this Premier was more of a highlight, and I was able to use a couple of them, particularly this one here and this one here, kind of in my crease. So it was a good palette. I used it a lot for travel. This might have made a favorites at some point. I can't remember. Okay, so the next thing on was the L'Oreal True Match Lumi in N1-2. No, ma'am. That was not good. I did a review on that. I did a foundation review. So I will link that below for you guys. But that was not a good foundation at all. So I got rid of that. I actually can't remember. I don't even think I gave that away. I think I just plumb got rid of it. Sometimes it's like a mascara. Life is too short to suffer through a bad foundation. And I know that a lot of people had suggested mixing it with some other foundations. I did give that a shot, and it just didn't, the consistency didn't work as well as I thought it would. But a lot of people said they had really good luck mixing it with other foundations. So if you have it and you don't love it, give it a shot. It might work for you that way. It just didn't work with the ones that I currently have in my stash. The next thing was the L'Oreal Glossy Balm in Petite Plum. And I'll show you, I'm so sorry I don't have it here. We literally got back from vacation yesterday, and I have it in the office, and I haven't been back. So I just want, this is what they look like. And what happened is I ended up getting this one, I think in an Allure beauty box in Lovely Mocha, and liked it so much that I got the one in Petite Plum. And I showed that, I gave you a swatch of that in my what I keep in my office video, or my what makeup products I keep in my desk video. All right, whew, sorry, I just had quite the little sneezing fit. My eyes are watering, that's why, because I was just sneezing my head off. At any rate, the Petite Plum is a really nice color. It's a little bit more fall winter, I would say, than you know, than spring summer, but it's a really nice shade, and the balms are really nice. I like those. I highly recommend them. All right, let's see what I have on here next. I have the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone. I love this. This has shown up in a favorites. It's a delightful highlight. Look at that. With some goldenness to it. Not sure. Highlighters are always tricky. You can't really see them, but I assure you, it's delightful. And I know other people that like that as well. I am not alone in my love for that. The NAR is, oh no, I'm sorry. The Loctane, this was a restock, like I'm a store, you know what I mean. Oil, and this, it's supposed to smell like almonds, but it really smells like Play-Doh, and I don't mind that, but just as an FYI, it smells like Play-Doh, because some people really don't like it. I use this, and I don't know if this is that one or if I've repurchased it since then, to be honest. But I use this for shaving my legs. It's amazing. When I met a subscriber, her name was Amber, last spring in Pittsburgh, she was buying that for that purpose, and I have been using it ever since, so I'm still grateful to you, Amber. All right, the next thing I have on here is the NARS Creamy Concealer in Vanilla. No. And I don't know if I did a save or splurge on that or not, but I returned that product. I didn't like that at all. It just didn't work for me. It looked cakey. It never really blended into my skin. And again, I am very much in the minority there. Most people love that product, but for me, it just wasn't a winner. And then the next one is a product I like very much, and that's the Dior Star Foundation. And the only thing I didn't like is that I have to have 2 shades in order to make it work for me. But I have, what is it, 10 and 20. Yeah, I have the shades 10 and 20. I think they either came out with more shades or other places sell different shades in between. I don't know. But at Sephora, these were, those were the 2 that I had to work with. And I do still really like that foundation. I have a full review on that I will link below for you as well. The Marc Jacobs High Enamored High Shine Nail Lacquer in Midnight in Paris. This is very pretty. I only have 2 of the Marc Jacobs polishes because they're ridiculously expensive for a polish. But it's a very pretty color. I'm glad that I have it, but I've only worn it a couple of times. I feel it chipped in a normal amount of time for me. It wasn't super long wearing, but it was very pretty. It was limited edition, that particular color. But hey, I had a couple of darker lipsticks. You can tell we were, you know, what season we were heading into. And I know that I featured these a bunch of times. So this is the Le Métier Débutée in Madicate. Is that correct? Yes, Madicate. So it looks like that. Just, I really loved this. I loved both this, and then the next thing on my list was the Kevyn Aucoin in Blood Roses. Yes, Blood Roses. Of the two, which they are very similar, I bought them kind of at the same time and like before I had gotten the other one. So, you know. Of the two, I think I prefer the Kevyn Aucoin. So if you're kind of wanting, if it's even still available, it might have been limited edition. So I will link it below if it is still available. Of the two, I don't know. I'd have to wear them again to remember, because somebody asked me once which of those two I preferred, but I don't know. I'd have to wear them again to remember, so I don't want to say. And then the other thing was the Kevyn Aucoin eyeshadow duo in Silvered Lilac and Blood Roses. I returned that. I didn't find the quality of those shadows to be worth the price point, so I returned that. So I don't know if all of the duos are like that from Kevyn Aucoin, but at least for me, for that particular duo, it was not worth it. Now the next thing on my list I returned as well. This was kind of a hit and miss sort of haul, and that was the Bobbi Brown Scotch on the Rocks in Pink Glow. Do you guys remember that? I will try to. I'll of course link this haul video below. I'll try to find exactly where that happened and put the time next to the product down below for you guys. But I put that on and it looked, or maybe I didn't put it on. Maybe I was wearing it the whole time. I don't remember. I just know that I looked like I had been bruised. Like, I don't know what happened. It looked like a beautiful pink product in the pan, but on my skin it looked like silver dark bruise. It was crazy. It was not good. So I returned that. It just was, and I know other people really loved it, but I think that the bronze glow or something was more popular than the pink glow, but for some reason, something in that pink glow on me looked like I had been bruised. The VIB Rouge X Nail Polish, I don't think I've worn this yet, but I do like this formula. It's a nice formula. It's not earth-shattering, you know, like, I don't know. It's a nice formula. Okay, the Lorac Mega Palette. So I did a 4 Looks 1 palette with this. And I like it. The quality of the shades are very nice. I mean, you guys have all seen this. I don't know. I've heard rumors that it's coming back out, but there's just, do you guys find that this is kind of like tainted? Even if you liked it, you don't want to like it because not everybody could get it. And the debacle that surrounded it, I don't know. So I haven't used it very much. It's a very nice palette. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel badly because I was lucky enough that I had a friend that was able to get it for me. I paid her for it and everything, but I just feel so badly because it was such a debacle. All right, let's move on, shall we? The next thing is the ColourPop eyeshadows, and I had just talked recently how the shade Amaze in particular was just terrible for me. I had glitter all over my face, so there were 6 of them, and I ended up giving those to my niece because they just didn't work for me. I know people love them. I'm just not one of them. All right, the next thing you will see that I very, very much love, and I think I had this, I don't know if I have it in my yearly favorites or not, but this is the Tom Ford Fragrance in Santal Blush. Do you see how much of that I've used? I love this fragrance. I absolutely love it. I will list the notes below for it like I did for that, like I did in that video, but one of the things in here, it says the base notes is Australian sandalwood. I have learned that I very much like sandalwood, along with a few other things, but this is just a really nice one. And I didn't think I would like it in the summer, but I really like, not that it's summer here in Wisconsin in April, but you know, as it warmed up, I didn't think I would like it as much, and I do. I don't know how I'll like it in the dead of summer, but love, love, love. And then the only other things that I had in that haul were kits from QVC that are no longer available, so I won't go into those. But yeah, so that is my total rehaul. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions or want something more in depth, let me know. But as I said, everything that I happen to have a review for, I will list in the down below. Not only do I like to list the products shown, but I will also list any videos that I mentioned, or you know, videos that might go along with those things. So I'm going to grab what is on my face today. I have this Bourjois Healthy Mix and then the Burberry powder over the top of that. For my main lid today, when I was out by Laura, she had used I stirred this up, by the way. This is my Maybelline Bad to the Bronze. It's much creamier now. Thank you to everybody who said stir it up. Anyway, I used that as a base, and then I used the L'Oreal Single and Amber Rush over the top of that, and really like I really like it. It looks so good on her. I'm not sure it looks as good on me as it did on her, but I really like it. And then for blush today, I am wearing the Becca blush in Flower Child. And on my lips, I am wearing this little baby sample that I got of the Marc Jacobs lipstick in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which I'm digging, I gotta tell you. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye!